Hello again, everybody, and welcome to CTN Sports Game of the Week. I'm Nick the Jinx Wisniewski, along with Kevin, the Mayor Bryant, and you are feeling it here at your alma mater, Huron High School, in the pool. Band is rocking. What do we got going on tonight?
I tell you, senior night, might even throw in a birthday in here. The last time that we're going to have a match in the pool that looks like here, because they're going to do a redo after tonight's match. This thing's going to get closed down for at least until the boys' season next year. So let's just talk about tonight. We got the crosstown rivalry in the house. We got the pet band in the house. They're off the records, man. This is going to be a nice match.
From Huron High School, we got Duel in the Pool coming up right after this. Hello, everybody. As advertised, here we go with girls water polo from Huron High School in an environment, Kevin, that I can only describe as raucous. And here I go, coming in. We just had our first goal. Huron scores first. And I believe that was H.A. Euler. I was intent on getting her name correct, and there we go. Madeline Pale gets the second goal for the River Rats, and on senior night, Rats are off and running. 5:56 to go here in this first period. And now the Pioneers are going to try to work this one in. Allison Yadmark there with the second water polo match we've caught in about a week. We can say that the Pioneers Their goaltending situation is in good hands with Lindsay Hamilton down there. Savannah Duman in net for the River Rats this evening. It's the first save for the Rats, and they're going to try to get into transition and keep this momentum going. 2.5 minutes in, Rats continue to push forward. Number 16 moving in, that's Claire Leone. Contested out middle of the pool by the Pioneers. That's Deanna Pike. We saw a lot of her in their matchup against Skyline. Allison Yadmark now sends that one over to number 14, June Galvin. Galvin getting a lot of love in the previous match against the Eagles. Short outlet pass into Ashley Patterson. Patterson tries to get it in near that whole set mark into Maida Montgomery. Montgomery spins and hits that one right at Lindsay Hamilton. Hamilton again, tons and tons of saves against Skyline last week, their previous meeting. Always a tough ask going up against those Skyline Eagles in girls water polo. Yadmark now looking to get into that hole set position. A little too aggressive play there by HA. Previously I've talked to her, she just says, hey, just call me HA. That sounds
Checking.
Increasingly easier and easier.
Yeah, now we can get me on the mic with you, Nick. After that exclusion penalty.
Pioneer now one player up. Shot off the side. Big stop there. Savannah Duman comes up with another save. I don't know if she got a hand on that one, Kev, or if that was straight post.
And look, I heard post. I'm not sure. We'll check a hand on it. It was close. It was very fast. I think that was more post.
Yeah, I agree. Got a big reverberation coming off of that one. Look shot right up in front of that. Hey, why not there by Maida Montgomery? I haven't seen anything like that before.
No, and we've seen a lot of shots out of Maida last year when she was only a sophomore. Well, actually, I'm sorry, a freshman. I mean, so a sophomore now, she's just taking all kinds of shots whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Once again, just a tad too aggressive there. You can see home team Rats in those green-yellow caps. Pioneers wearing the away whites and the purples. Nice flow to this game so far. Back and forth. No timing penalties yet, though, either. So everything is moving along very smoothly.
Yeah, and Ashley Patterson is at the point out top and really triggering it for Huron. They're doing a good job moving around the perimeter. That time the shot in the hole was blocked, though, very well there. Looks like Osterholzer, Sarah, with that block.
We've got a timeout here coming up. You see Coach Montgomery, Jolyn Montgomery, second season here at Huron doing girls water polo.
And speaking with her before the game, she's very excited about the next generation of River Rats that are going to be in the pool. I mean, she has 29 players on the roster this year. Some of them, this is maybe their first opportunity to play this sport. And the sport is still growing, Nick.
Yeah, and she'd also mentioned that she has a fair amount of two-sport athletes, athletes that are playing other sports, whether it's right now or during the winter, and she's happy to have them. She says they don't make cuts. Come on down to the pool, have a good time, see what you can learn, stay in shape, and that's how you grow a program. That's how you keep things going along nicely.
And even talking to her about the schedule they played this past weekend, a lot of teams from out of state, all of them from Illinois, and they were tough teams. And a lot of coaches want to, get their team playing, feeling very well about themselves going into tournament time. She is challenging her bunch each and every time they hit the water, and it's getting them better.
That's exactly the trick. She knows it. We just saw Coach Will Hart a moment ago. He knows it as well. They are always looking forward to that spring tournament at the end of the year. And this match actually has a little bit of weight to it as they're trying to figure out the seeding for that state tournament.
Exactly. And with both of them being kind of close in the record-wise, Huron took that first match early just by two goals. So this is a very tightly contested match we're watching today.
Yeah, and we're seeing it. Huron has done a nice job of jumping out early, but I feel like Pioneers settled in since that second goal, and they've had a couple of decent opportunities. Now it's about them putting the ball in the net.
We saw Coach Hill's squad against Skyline, and a couple of his early timeouts really turned the light switch on for his squad.
Yeah, that'll definitely happen, right? And getting that lamp lit behind you really can wake you up. There's Lindsay Hamilton tossing it right into the middle of the whole set. Looking for Deanna Pike there. But quality defense one more time from Ashley Patterson. Patterson did a great job of being that nuisance defender, as you're supposed to do. Popped that one away, but maybe a little too aggressive there by Patterson on that last play.
Yeah, that was only a minor, so she's not going to get an exclusion penalty. But great defense by the River Rats. They're just stingy right now.
Hail Mary shot in there, nearly gets it across.
You see Duman come up out of that cage at the right time, right place, and just got a fingertip on this one just to shun that ball out of the net.
Well, I don't think Duman was ready for that. I think that as the shot clock was winding down, she just assumed that they were going to muff it or just sit on it. Instead, take that chance. You never know, and that'll keep you honest. There's a high pass.
Wow.
Stopped and blocked up into that crossbar. Great job there by Lindsay Hamilton.
I think that was Catherine Hung on this one, the sophomore from outside. She takes a long shot, and look at this. Almost gets rewarded. That would have been a 4-pointer, I'm thinking.
give her an extra point for that.
Why
one.
not?
You're right. Just give it a try. Keep it up there. You never know. Hamilton's already let two in. You try to figure out, is she off her game a little bit? Is she not paying attention? Maybe I'm far enough away. She can't see me. And another save by Duman. Duman having no problem seeing the ball. Boy, she was all over that one.
Well, and that was a fight down in that whole position going between both players. And just the shot at the end comes backside. And that was Pike on the quick shot. And good thought by her, because last time we saw Pioneer, a lot of shot clock violations where they didn't get a shot off.
Yeah, right you are, and I'm sure that that's something that even only a few days later since the last time we've seen Coach Will Hart's team, they've been talking about and they've been working on. He does not want to see any more of those.
And Huron's got to keep that ball dry. That ball was wet all the way around on that man-up opportunity, and really a shot from outside when you really want to try to at least drop it into the hole here.
That's Uyler again.
See, it's all wet there. It took some time to get that shot corralled and really shot.
And Hamilton stopped that initially with her left hand and then stopped it on the rebound off her dome. So got to use every single millimeter of your person if you're playing goal in water polo. And only 9 seconds to go here in this first period. And you blink and you'll miss it, as we've said so many times. 4 seconds to go, 3 seconds to go. Whistled in, but the clock continues to go down, and that is the end of the first period here at Huron High School. Stick around, though. You never know what you're going to get on CTN Sports Game of the Week. welcome back everybody to second period action here from Huron High School. River Rats taking on the visiting High. Huron scored a couple early, Kev, but things settled down a little bit after that first minute and a half.
Yeah, both teams on the netminders. I would say Hamilton for Pie High and Duman for Huron. And actually, let's throw in another one, the post. I mean, because we had a lot of high shots that were banging off the post there in that first period. Let's see if which team's offense really can get going here.
Yeah, the post always the goaltender's best friend. But now the trick will be to see if they can try to scoot one in there. And are you going to go for, like you were saying, those low, wet skippers? Are you trying to go high over somebody? Everybody's got their weak spot. It's just a matter of figuring that out and finding where they want to go.
And right now, it just looks like the Pioneer offense can't get going. It's because of this Huron defense. They're really pushing them out past the 5-meter mark and really almost to mid-pool.
Yeah, super aggressive we've seen from these River Rats, especially when things get down to that whole set position. Aggressive to the point of taking some penalties as you've got a player swimming out right now. But I wonder if that's actually part of the game plan, just that over-aggressive, make you uncomfortable defense.
Well, as long as the person going in the box isn't Ashley Patterson, everything's okay for the River Rats.
Coming back out now. High shot blocked over by Duman. Great job of sniffing that one out and punching it over the post. Great job getting a hand on that one. It seemed like she might have been screened a little bit up front.
Let's go this one slow, because check out the hand-eye coordination. I think that was outside. That was
Maida Montgomery.
I mean, coach's daughter, right? I mean, right place, right time, and that's helping out when you're man down.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Exactly right. Right you are on that call. River Rats now back trying to get it into their offensive zone. Already only 6 seconds to go here on the shot clock, and it's going to be tough to muff that one out. Maybe just hit it off the other player's dome and see what happens.
I had to giggle off of that one because it looked like she beamed her.
Up now by Allison Yadmark, and the Pioneers are going to start in really good position getting this offensive set going.
Yeah, and getting into their offensive set sooner is probably what Coach Hart was talking about during that first break.
As Osterhauser trying to get it into the middle. River Rat player off, and the Pioneers waiting for her to get out, so they have a full-on one-up advantage.
Man, Fegan needs to let
Great
that ball
passing,
go.
and they are rewarded from the outside goal.
Gavin?
June Galvin.
And you can see from both sides, those penalties really hurt Huron, putting them in their defense, really in a horrible position. And great passing by keeping the ball dry, turning it over to the other side of the pool was Fegan on the assist.
Yeah, and Gelman did a great job of getting that up there, giving a couple of good fakes, being patient with it, and then firing that one in high. Battle for it mid-pool there. Great defensive play, to switch into offense. And they're going to call a penalty for sure on that on Sarah Osterholzer.
Yeah, Montgomery was just gone for a moment, right? She went through the down inside. Now she's running inside to the hole.
Gleason sent that one up to Ashley Patterson. Patterson now on that outside look, trying to find somebody down low, whether it's Maida Montgomery. They're going to call that penalty switch up for the Pioneers now. That ball might have gotten a little away from Montgomery there.
Well, I'm just saying, Nick, that first couple minutes of this period has all been Pioneers. They're possessing the ball, they're playing better sound defense, and as you said, they're pushing their offense up further up the pool.
Yeah, they've had some really nice chances. They've gotten things going early. Solid D there by Ashley Patterson from that whole set position one more time. Just, again, aggressive job.
Yeah, just a defensive stalwart. She goes right up at the exact time, hand right on the shooting hand, too. Let's check this out. This is perfect defense while bothering the shot and doing it legal.
Bothering is a great word. That's exactly the word that I was looking for there. You are correct. Yeah, troublesome defense there by the River Rats. unfortunately, troublesome offense on the other side. They just had a hard time getting anything going and getting a flow
Not a
happening
shot.
down
Not
there.
a shot on net this whole second quarter. I mean, and it's just because of that defense, really, from the Pioneers. Coach Hart really has to be pleased with how his Pioneers are responding here in this period.
Yeah, he saw something that first minute and a half. He called that timeout, and it has been completely fixed. And, man, you love that as a coach. Hey, try this, guys, and it works. Oh, nothing better.
And Coach Hart is he's happy even about that shot. Look at him over on the sideline talking to the team. He's explaining to them, shot, shot, shot. Let's not have any missed possessions.
Yeah, a far cry, despite that little bit of shoulder sag after that play. A far cry from what we saw against Skyline last week.
Exactly. And look at that defense pushing them out past the 5-meter mark. I mean, that is a long, easy block there for Hamilton.
Less than ideal shot out there, especially as a skipping shot. Way less than ideal.
And even tried to skip it, but there was nothing on there because you're so far out.
Yeah, maybe if you're a solid yard or so closer, something could have happened there, but that's just entirely
We've all skipped rocks.
Yeah,
you know.
Pioneers now from that whole set position, wet shot in, and the Pioneers have tied this one at 2. June Galvin with her second goal of the evening.
Yeah, sophomore June Galvin. I like the way she finted like she's going to the right side. Watch this. She's like, I'm going to go to the right. And then look at all that wide open cage to the left.
Yeah, once again, great patience. She had the time to fight off that defense, get the shot she wanted that she knew she needed, and sent that one in.
Yeah, you can see one of the River Rats, and it looks like, who is that putting her headgear back on because she lost it in the pool.
Made it Montgomery there,
Well, Montgomery's always going to be all over the pool, right? So I think it might have been that one time that we saw her go under the pool, under the surface. She was down for a while.
Back in full gear now. Tough defense there, June Galvin. She's just feeling every aspect of this. Nice converging defense there by the Pioneers. Both of those Pioneer defenders squashed that offensive opportunity. And then a quick turnaround by Montgomery. Can't find the net, though.
Yeah, Sudan threw that ball at the right spot because you could see from our vantage point, Montgomery waving for the pass to come into her. It just looks like you can see her, pass me the ball, pass me the ball. But she wanted to do the no-looker. I think she had a little bit more time to turn and get a more quality shot.
Yeah, and speaking of quality shots, that's another one for the Pioneers right there. Yeah, getting back to Montgomery, it seemed like she had her arm fully extended. I don't know if she lost it a little bit after her fingertips.
And this is just still solid defense by both Patterson as well as Duman.
Yeah, very few easy shots for either squad at this point, and great goaltending by both of these young ladies.
The action's really been in the middle of the pool, Nick, the entire time. A lot of action in between the 5-meter mark from both sides.
That was piped back to Osterhalzer. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. 1:10 to go here in the entire period. In the whole set position, gulping water, defender all over her.
You know, this is the one sport where
going.
You can put the hands up, and it really is not going to draw you the foul.
Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt.
Look at all of this action down low, right in front of the cage. The cage is just, it's been a nightmare.
Riverettes trying to work this one in a little bit more slowly, but sent that one back out around, attempting to get to Ashley Patterson, but now the Pioneers are going to turn this one around, try to get at least one more shot opportunity. Here with 40 seconds left, sends her up ahead. That's Chloe Cordova. Cordova on the break. Cordova on the break, and we have another penalty.
I think that's going to go on Gleason. Post getting into the action again right there.
We got 2 rats in the penalty box, in the sin bin, if you will. And now 22 seconds to go. Shot clock is gone, and the River Rats are going to try to get this one out and get their last opportunity. 14 seconds to go here in this first half. 10 seconds to go on the clock. And a penalty trying to get it into Maida Montgomery. Big whistle there from our nearby official. Clock stopped at 5, and the River Rats are going to get a chance to maybe set something up as a Pioneer player goes to the sin bin.
Yeah, and this is going to have to be a bang-bang play. When that whistle goes, that's when that clock's going to go.
You see Coach Will Hart in the top left of your screen there trying to position his girls and where they need to be. Pass into the hole set position and a goal. Maida Montgomery, just what the doctor ordered for the Rats. 2 early ones in the first period and 1 at the end of period number 2.
I mean, Montgomery has been trying, and this time she took her time and really put some power behind that shot and released a howitzer in the back of the net.
Well, and you said it needed to be quick. It didn't necessarily need to be bang-bang, but it needed to be quick, and she understood that she had a second to breathe before she turned around and got that shot off. We barely had a second to breathe as how fast this first half is going, but stick around. After halftime, we'll be right back with CTN Sports Game of the Week.
People are getting out to walk and bike in higher numbers. More vulnerable road users and higher speed traffic can be a dangerous combination. Crash severity has increased, so if you're driving, be sure to slow down and look for people. There's no need to speed. If you're biking, ride with traffic. If you're walking, avoid stepping into the road if possible. If you have to walk in the street, walk facing traffic. Learn more at walkbikedrivesafe.org.
I'm Dana Denha.
And I'm King Cross. Welcome to Masters in Crafting.
If you want to get your crafting fix, tune in to CTN Ann Arbor, where Keaton and I create one-of-a-kind crafts every month. Peace out.
Peace out.
Pioneers now 28 seconds to go, still only down a bucket. Half-court offense just so electric in this gym right now. Both sides feeding off of each other, and there's Micah Powell for 3 high, and that one rattles in. Are you kidding me? And welcome back, everybody, as we look down upon the pool here at Huron High School. River Rats with a late goal in that first half to take the 3-2 lead. Kevin, what else was going on there?
It really was a tale of 2 different periods. First period, the River Rats really took control, got up by 2. Second period, Pioneer came out a little lethargic. Another good timeout by Coach Hart, and they bam, couple goals. But they really controlled their defense in that second period. Let's see if that goes over here in the second half.
Yeah, switching up sides now. Pioneer will be going right to left on your YouTube screen or television if you're old school like that.
And there's got to be a couple Comcast viewers out here, right?
They're out there. They're out there. Don't believe that they're all gone. Not everybody's a cord cutter. Hopefully somebody from the band, the pet band, is watching this. If there is somebody, goal right there from the whole set position.
That Pike, and she was out near the 5-meter mark, put a little bit of loft on that shot, not just a straight, beam, but check out this shot from outside, because she was getting the business from Huron out past that 5-meter mark, and she just puts a little lob cross cage. It was really a spot-on shot.
Yeah, Deanna Pike knew exactly where she wanted to put that, and you're right, she was just getting harassed the whole way. It was hard to even see what her cap was because there was so much splashing around, bobbing up and down. It was difficult. But nonetheless, tie score for the Pioneers now.
Yeah, and the momentum really has been, I'd say on the Pioneer side of the pool since that mid-second period.
Yeah, I'd tend to agree with that as well. That second period was really significantly in Pioneers' favor, other than that last, 20 seconds there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Duma didn't come up a little bit more out of the pool. She's throwing the ball out of her own cage. And look how far the offense is now for Huron.
Well, it's tough. I mean, there was such aggressive defense. Great play there by Maya Sudden, who was just pushing back, and the Pioneer offense just had no recourse other than to retreat.
Yeah, and I should check myself on that. That was Hamilton for Pioneer coming out of the cage. And we saw that in the last match, how a couple of her passes were hitting the water. She can utilize that entire pool and come up. I know she's trying to make sure that she's defending that cage as well, but you got to trigger that offense a little bit better.
Yeah, Hamilton's got a lot going for her. She can learn even on the fly, so I think you're right. She might see that and understand that and try to get things moving a little bit more. She's looking for her players. She eventually finds June Galvin on the outside. Galvin sends that one up to her player to Yadmark, but Yadmark was underwater.
Yeah, but you can see on that, we had Fegan as well as Pike. They were sprinting, and that ball just didn't make it up pool far enough to get it the Pioneers in really a quality scoring position.
Aggressive defense there by the Pioneers, and now we're going to see Hamilton, and you're right, she's going to have the opportunity to try to get things started. It's just a matter of who she gets it going to. Sends a lead pass over to June Galvin. Galvin might be the outlet of choice for Hamilton right now.
Good defense from Pale pushing up from Huron. Madeline Pale really making it difficult to get these passes in.
And Yadmark did get that one into Pike, but Pike just a little high on the shot. And a lot of like cross-passing, angled passing here for Pioneers, and I'm curious if that's all by design right now.
And they're really utilizing the middle of the pool. They're throwing it from the outside and throwing it right in outside of that 5-meter mark and fighting for a good scoring opportunity, really.
Outlet pass to Galvin. We'll see how she gets the party started here.
And again, she's outside, but she's still staring right down into the whole position, trying to get it into Pike.
There's that pass to Yadmark, just slowly but surely, one pass to get that outlet into Pike. It seems like, yeah, they're not trying to go all at once. It's a more shorter route, more precision passing, nonetheless saved by Savannah Duman.
You can see the defense there by Patterson really just bothering Pike on the shot. Watch Pike, though. She keeps that ball, comes outside. Look at that athleticism. Loved it.
Yeah, she got the business, and on that last shot, spun around and used a little bit of that momentum for her, and still managed to get that shot off. And hopefully, folks, you're hearing this on screen, over the air, whatever you're hearing it on. There is a raucous crowd out here.
Oh, this is packed house.
Packed house. Lots of cheering, lots of fans up there on a senior night. This is what you want. And being in the pool, clearly things reverberate and echo a little bit as well.
Man, look at this shot. I mean, the cage is rocking after this one coming off the post. And it was blocked off the post. Great hands there by Hamilton.
Yeah, it's a good way to jam a finger. There's your packed house. There's your packed
Got a seat available.
Now the pet band is up there going at it. Full stands. That's what you love to see in a sport in water polo. Galvin on the outside trying to make something happen with 6 seconds left, goes wide. Had some pace to that one too.
Gavin does, and she's just a bit outside on that shot. But, you know, night and day really, Nick, between the offense from what we saw last week from when Pioneer was going against Skyline. They are really peppering the net and not allowing that shot clock to go down to 0.
It's a nice job by Duman to be in the correct position, but you're right, they don't. Coach Hart wants no muffed shots. He wants no shot clock violations, and we've seen the Pioneers be taking these shots. And there's another shot, crossbar, bang!
How many
off
off the
top?
post?
Rebound opportunity there, but eaten up by those River Rat defenders.
You saw Cordova down in there for Pioneer trying to get the rebound, but the post wins tonight.
Well, I know that they're going to be making some renovations to this pool area. They might need to buy new posts. They might need to buy new nets because they are getting peppered in there tonight. Hamilton up to Yadmark.
This is odd though, Nick, because we usually see a lot of goals in this game, but not tonight. This is just defense on defense.
Well, they're just not finding the back of the net when we're talking about so many posts being hit. I mean, imagine if half of those goes in.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is because the defense is pressing out and pushing both teams out of their comfort zone. Even that one was going to get blocked, right?
Yeah, last-ditch attempt before the shot clock violation. 1:58 to go here in this third period. Duman sends a short one up to Ashley Patterson. Patterson goes straight to the hole set position. And then that's sent off into the corner, and the River Rats with an interesting tactic, interesting attack here. Right now, sent into the middle, looking for Montgomery again.
It looks like that was a penalty on the River Rats turnover, and now good opportunity for a quick transition for the Pioneers.
And that's Yadmark with a little bit of breathing room for a change. Gets it into Pike. Pike will go and receive. Player all over her back, Patterson, but she comes away with it. Guess not. There's two guys wearing all whites with whistles. If they say no, I'm going to go ahead and believe them.
Yeah, and exactly. But Patterson, we've talked about her defense all night long. And watch how she times this one, comes over and just takes the ball cleanly out of the player's hand. And that's exactly why it's not a penalty, right?
That's a great call. That's a great observation. Slid up over that shoulder, but just jumped and got all ball. And
used every inch of her arm to get it as well, too.
Can't say enough about this River Rat defense right now and how they're just battling every single time the ball comes down to them.
And they're playing man on man, so it's like, hey, you guard your person, I'm guarding my person. Nobody is going to get open if we do our job.
And Patterson, and Patterson doing a great job of denying the inset right there.
But it's helped out by that defense that is pressing outside. So she doesn't have to play a long time inside the hole as far as the whole set, because that ball's in there and the person in the hole is trying to really let it loose.
River Rats now on the offensive end. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. 34 to go here in the period. No looker wide. I think that might have just been a let's just get it towards the net instead of muffing it off to the corner.
Yeah, and again, Ulsterhauser was, again, pressing up on the defense in the hole. The positions or the players on both sides aren't having good passing inside, and they're getting wet, and it's causing a little extra time for that defender to come up.
Quick defense there, and a high shot over the head. Heads up, high IQ play there by the River Rats, and Huron takes the lead 4-3. A rare instance of Hamilton being out of position, and smart play there by Deanna Pike.
Well, this one's got to be one of the plays of the game. Half, pull, shot, nothing but net.
Really heads up play to give the River Rats a lead. Another chance. Hey, if you can do it, maybe I can too. Duman wasn't having that one, and that's going to do it for this period of action. Huron River Rats take a lead on a massive goal, up 4-3. But who knows what you're going to get here on CTN Sports Game of the Week. Stick around, folks.
Catch up on FYI and other CTN programs at a2gov.org/watchctn.
And looking down on the just recently taking the lead River Rats going down into the pool, up 4-3 now, Kevin, moving into this fourth period.
Well, you know, I think there might be an extra bit of angst coming on from the River Rats side, because they definitely don't want to lose their last match in this pool to this team. So you're definitely going to see, look at this. We got the principal in the building tonight, folks. So this must be a good game I mean, Shea Carter is in the house. You have the athletic director in the house behind the pool. This is a big match.
But no, none of them are in the bleachers because they're full already. These guys are walking around down here on the deck with everybody else. They had to pay for standing room only. They didn't get a seat tonight.
It's been that kind of match.
Yeah. No, you're right, though. There's probably something to be said about not wanting to drop that last game in a historic location like what we're seeing right now. So many water polo championships and so many water polo runs, as you can see on one of the side walls. It's incredible.
And I want to see which team has the least amount of penalties, because you're going to see some penalties in this period because both teams have been playing aggressive.
Very aggressive. And, the referees are letting them play, so to speak. Another save there by Savannah Duman.
Yeah, Duman comes out with this right hand and just blocks all kinds of. Now look at this. Watch this. Times it perfectly, and she just corrals it right down.
Brooke Fagan on that near side.
Again, Pioneers are pressing up on their defense.
That's Maida Montgomery trying to get after it again. Montgomery with that fourth goal going into the end of the third period. I may have mistakenly credited that to Deanna Pike, but that was clearly Maida Montgomery. And now we've got a timeout Pioneers, and Will Hart's calling for that, and he wants to try to maybe set something up coming and try to get a goal out of this timeout.
Yeah, and we've seen this often, how this is only a 30-second timeout, so they're not going to leave the pool, but it was to set his offense. And that's exactly what Coach Hart has been good about doing. And you did point out there actually is going to be one person in the penalty box, and it looks like there's a change going on the Riverette side as well, too.
Yeah, I believe that's Maya Sutton down there. So the Pioneers with a player up. Great chance to get back into this game, down a goal.
Oh, missed pass there.
That's wide to the outside, Brooke Fagan. Now near side, looking at June Galvin.
Oh, it's going to be a turnover. Great defense there by Huron.
Exactly what the River Rats want in a possession like that. That is just a massive, massive victory for the River Rats coming off that one.
Yeah, we are talking about who's going to take the penalties, who's going to take advantage of them. And that time, Huron, man down, played great defense.
And now pushing up quickly, Ashley Patterson, the defender, trying to get the offense rocking, but that Pioneer defense right out in front of Madeline Pale. Pale tries to send that one back outside, sails the intended receiver, Claire Leone. And now Montgomery gets up top side. Amazing shot, great angle on that. Everything you want, pinpoint precision and pace, Kevin Bryant.
Well, check out the way that she times this. I'll put a smile on anyone's face, because right when the Pioneer person's coming out of the box, she knows she only has precious moments to unleash the shot. And look at that, sailing over all of those fingertips right into the back of the net. Nick, top shelf cheddar.
Beautifully executed, getting up out of the pool, spin around, located where she wanted to go, and hit it right exactly. I'm sure if you asked her, she would say, that's exactly what I was aiming for, too.
Yeah, exactly. She got her hat trick on that shot as well, too.
River Rats now with a 2-goal lead, but as you know, in water polo, no lead is safe. Pioneers down back in, trying to work this one around. June Galvin now, and she tries to go high, but saved by Savannah Duman. She's come up huge when asked of her in this game.
Yeah, Savannah Duman is doing what a keeper's supposed to do, man the cage. And this is a nice effort, too, coming in with a lot of steam and a little bit of lob on that shot.
Stretched out every inch of her body to get up there and get that. And there's Montgomery one more time. Up under the crossbar, and 3 straight goals for Maida Montgomery. And man, that might be the backbreaker here for the River Rats over the Pioneers.
Yeah, Maida Montgomery's now going into her bag here, because as opposed to unleashing a hard shot, that is just a scoop lob shot, right?
Hook shot lob right there. Yeah, exactly right. And that's what you need from that player from the whole set position, right? Somebody that's got a lot of tricks in the bag, and she has shown almost all of them tonight.
So Huron's a man down now. And look at that quick defense, Nick.
Huron playing man down, but still aggressive defensively. They get out of that shorthandedness and get back on the offensive side as quick as you would believe.
Right now, I think Coach Hart might want to call another timeout. The momentum is really tilted towards the River Rats.
And there's Montgomery with another sidewinder shot into Dooman. Dooman two-handed save. I'm sorry, into Lindsey Hamilton. Two-handed save. Yeah, Pioneers just seems like they're reeling a bit. They're having a hard time getting into their offense.
And just check out this shot. we had Jack Sikma in the game. I think that was Kareem. That was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, great touch. Knowing where she wanted to put it. And yeah, having all these different angles, all these different styles of shots, it's just massive for your goal scorer. That's what you want down there.
Man, I really got to think Coach Montgomery has to be ecstatic about her defense. She was talking to us about all of the competition they played this weekend, and it really lit a fire under the squad. They didn't come away with dubs, but they came away with experience that's just been invaluable.
Well, and steel sharpens steel, right? If they're going up against these really good teams, when it comes time to win this game that you really want, they're showing it. High shot over the crossbar there. High long shot that time by Ashley Patterson. Patterson's gotten her a few good looks from out there. Typically a defender, but she's gotten her opportunities.
Exactly. And as a defender, as all the work that she's put in, she deserves and earned a couple opportunities to put her fingertips on the ball.
Now
time is being a factor now, though.
Yeah, 2:38 to go here in this fourth period. 24 seconds on the shot clock. And the River Rats 3-goal lead as of right now. You see Pioneer desperately needs to try to get one in the net, and they do. Now down only 2 goals here in the fourth.
Deanna Pike on that one, and Deanna Pike, it looks like she took some damage to the head. It looks like our headgear's pushed back a little bit on this shot because of coming over to the top. I think that had to be Patterson, but that was just an above-average shot.
Yeah, great job, and just seeing an inch of sky, not being just harassed by those defenders. She was probably stoked to see a little bit of an opening. And that's Montgomery with a lot of pace on that shot that goes wide right.
And Montgomery, she unleashed the fastball on that one. Oh, and you can see this is that last goal. Look at all the fight with cross cage. And that is above average. You can see Newman really almost got her fingertips on that ball.
Well, and I think Pike has learned already and realized I don't get a lot of time when this ball comes into me, so I need to fire it off quickly. I need to be aware of my surroundings before this ball even gets to me and try to get one in there.
Now I bet Huron used a little bit of clock. Nope.
Smashed that one off the top crossbar. Comes down once again. Goalie's best friend.
Yeah, the cages are going to have to get replaced. I know the pool's getting replaced after this, but all of this aluminum has been dented up.
Pass into the hole set position. Deanna Pike now, I don't think she's going to be able to spin around and find anything on that one.
Oh, Patterson's going to draw a foul on that one.
And a big opportunity coming up here for the Pioneers, but it looks like we've got timeout Will Hart. Hart's calling timeout, and he's going to call his girls over. He down 2 goals, about to go up on a power play. He's going to draw up something.
Yeah, this is the time that you go in and you call the best play that you've been working on in practice all throughout the year, because you definitely want to make sure that one goal here really puts the pressure on Huron.
Yes.
I mean, because they're playing the clock. They're making sure that we're utilizing all of that 30-second shot clock and then getting back and sagging on defense and playing that stout man defense they've been playing so far. Big thing, though, no penalties. We just saw that penalty come into play, so let's see what being a man up does for Pioneer.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if they try to work it around a little bit or if they're not, just go for it. Go for the gusto. fortune favors the bold, be aggressive, and just try to get something in there as quickly as possible.
You know, last time that they were a man up, I was screaming, I was saying, hey, Brooke Fagan, make that shot, but she didn't pass it over to June Galvin and made a 1-2 bang play. Throwing the ball cross pool, especially when you're a man up, is going to give you a better angle on that cage. So keep the ball dry and keep it moving and get a quality opportunity. That's exactly what Coach Hill has to be telling to his girls now.
Let's see if you and Coach Hart are on the same page. Coach Jolynn Montgomery there talking to her girls about aggressive defense, right? Why change that up?
Yeah, and one of the players you saw in street clothes there, Anna Wyman, one of the seniors, one of the 4 seniors for Huron, you know, giving her experience out to the younger players out into the pool. This is what you definitely need to be doing.
And this one's going to start all the way back. Lindsay Hamilton. Off screen far right, but as things get going, whistle blows. Top of the point pass, entry pass into Allison Yadmark. And she's going to find Brooke Fagan on the right side. Like you said, they're trying to stay high, but that one's stopped by Dooman. Down, knocks that one down under the water, submerges that shot.
Trying to get a corner, though, it looks like.
1:11 to play here now in this 4th period, and another big opportunity for the Pioneers to put the pressure on the River Rats. Brought in by Deanna Pike.
Huron back to full pace now.
Pioneer trying to work this one around. Galvin there, faking, waiting, faking. She's got the time trying to get players up. Goes near post, gets her own rebound. Pike's side, that's Galvin still with the ball. And that one squirts out. And
Look
already
at Patterson. Watch Patterson here.
And another big save by Dooman. The River Rats weathered that first storm, but Dooman continues to play stout goal down there for the River Rats.
So this one from Fagan, that was just blocked easily coming in but the first one was even closer. So we get another corner coming up here, another opportunity, huge for the Pioneers.
Galvin one more time, inching in. The River Rats defense sagging back. Whistle now as that ball found its way down to the whole set position, but Pike just getting absolutely murdered down there in the middle, but she turns around and finds the back of the net and gets these Pioneers to within 1 goal, 20 seconds to go.
No,
they call that no.
No, I think that went over on the top. That's on the backside of the net. That one didn't go in.
That is my fault. From this angle, that looked like that was good.
So look at all of this action. I mean, you can tell Pike really wanted that one, but covering the cage nicely was Dooman, and you can see it on the back of the net in there.
Yep, that is my fault. And now Huron 6-4 lead, 5 seconds to go here in this 4th period. Not enough, though, as the River Rats tack on one more just for good measure. 7-4 lead, surely 7-4 victory now for the Huron River Rats. 3-goal lead, and that one goes way out to number 9, H.A. Euler. And the senior ends this one. Big victory here for the Rats. And thank you, everybody, for tuning into this one. We're not quite done yet. We'll have Kevin Bryant over there in just a moment with our key player of the game. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, I hope you like what you're watching, and if you do, hit that little like button and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at A2CTN Sports. And welcome back, Nick. Of course, who else would be signing this key than Matta Montgomery? Congratulations!
Thank you so much.
Last game in this pool, and you probably had one of the goals that, I mean, it was unforgettable. Half pool shot. What was on your mind?
Honestly, I when I see the goalie out of the cage, I'm just like, okay, I gotta shoot right now. Because like, especially in a game that close, you just gotta take those opportunities.
Well, your defense played well, but your offense was the difference in the game. Congratulations on our key player.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Nick, we don't get any better than that. We just close this house down. Back to you, buddy.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you to everybody that made this one possible tonight. On camera tonight, we had Mad Mike Koski, Ken Simpson, Katsumi Nagai in the truck. On audio, we've got Mo Sislak El Mazri, and on replay, Catherine, welcome to Thunderdome Duran, and of course, Rob the Boss Cross making everything happen out there. For Kevin Bryant, I'm Nick Wisniewski. As you can see here on Riverette 7, Pioneers 4, here on this edition of CTN Sports Game of the Week.
You know, else they keep on the top shelf besides the goals?
What's that, man?
The peanut butter.